Hey everyone, I'm Theophan, I'm an engineer at Routine, and I wanted to quickly show something I've been working on recently, which is an emulation of backlinks in Routine. So backlinks are a fairly common feature in note-taking apps. Basically, what they amount to is that if you have a master page, say my secret project, and you refer to it from another page, so I really need to work on my secret project. Then a number of note-taking apps, we have somewhere a sidebar that shows you that from the My Secret Project page, that stuff actually links to it. So that's not something that we have in Routine for a number of reasons, and the main one is that this is something that in the future we want to provide not as a built-in hard-coded thing, but as something that you can express yourself so that you can customize it the way you want. And it turns out that in the coming release, you can already start doing these kind of things using views and queries, which are really the backbone of the flexibility of the tool. You can get a custom query, which we'll come back to in a moment, which will do exactly this backlink feature, gives you a list of all the objects in the workspace that point to the current page. So here I have this stuff page which points to it, but that can also be an event, for instance. If I create an event, I don't know, I want to meet with Tom tomorrow, and in the notes of that event, I will mention that we need to talk about our secret project. All right, then this view will also mention that, yeah, you need to meet with Tom, and there will be a link to that. That's a clickable link, you can get to it. So this is a nice feature, but the important thing that I really wanted to discuss is the fact that this is something that you can totally implement yourself. There's no built-in magic except this query language for that. And so for that, for the geeky amongst you, I'd like to briefly dissecate this query that I've copy-pasted here. This is the query. And what does it say? It says that we want to consider the routine objects. So objects is the collection of everything you have in your workspace, pages, events, tasks, recurring tasks, anything. But we don't want all the objects, obviously, in that case, so we can filter them using where. And what do we want? We want the objects which have a link to our current page, a reference to our current page. So we consider the references in the notes of our object, and only the ones whose target is our current object. And then what do we want? We want this to be non-empty, because we want, again, the objects which have a reference to ours, so we can take the length of that and just check that it's greater than 0. But then we don't want the whole object, because we only care about having a link to it. So what we can do is that we can use select to only consider a subset of the fields of the object. And what we want is both the title of the object that we can display and this underscore routine field that we've already seen above, which is the built-in property that routine uses to store, in particular, the ID of the object, which is what we're going to need to make this a clickable link. And so once you have that, you put it in the view, and you get that. You get the list of all the objects in routine which have a reference to the current thing, and you display the title, and this is a clickable link. And you can see, for instance, that if I change my query to, for instance, only select the title, then, well, this, yeah, you still have the list of titles, but it's not a link anymore. Or if I want to just select routine, then you have something that is a title, but then there's no title to display. That is a link, but there's no title to display anymore. So I hope this can help you understanding the power and the expressiveness of queries and using routine. And also, maybe you can just reuse that as it is if you just want backlinks. Thanks, everyone.